Testing. Welcome to episode 256. I believe it is episode 256. Yes, episode 256. A beauty magazine. The Sims 4 story of a once thriving, now struggling fashion magazine. It is the story of Beatrice Ullbright and her magazine that's called Beauty. She started this magazine in 1998 based on individual beauty and not the fashion police idea of beauty. People of all ages and sizes and colors and whatnot could be beautiful, and not just if they're wearing the designer outfits and expensive makeup and not just the people, but beautiful places and things. And, you know, she was trying to make a different kind of magazine. And she wasn't being loud about it. Her covers didn't have a bunch of stuff all over them. They were just simple. They had a person and just saying, you know, this person's on the cover and what they're doing. And you either bought the magazine or you didn't. And she was getting some sales out of that, and due to some bad decisions by a rival magazine, and her magazine slowly increasing their sales, by 2004, she had more sales than that other magazine. However, both of them were still small fish in a big pond, and she had a small publisher that was kind of new at publishing, and then the other magazine had a publisher that had made some bad business deals, including making a gigantic monstrosity of a headquarters for the magazine, which is the train case building. And they had to buy up a parcel of land up in the hills of Del Sol Valley, basically Hollywood Hills. That cost them a pretty penny just to build that thing, but they got talked into it, and well, that left both publishers easy pickings for a large publishing conglomerate named Regency. And Simon Barnes of Regency is a type to just acquire smaller ones, his rivals, buy them out, and either merge them together or just end them outright and get rid of the competition. And that's what he did in this case. He took Beauty Magazine and the other magazine called Blush and Bloom, and he mashed them together. And because Beatrice's magazine had more sales at the time, she got to stay in charge and keep the name Beauty Magazine. But it merged in what that other magazine was, and she had to now work with those other people that ran that magazine. And it was all a mess. For 4 years, she's been struggling. It is now 2008 in this story. And after all the arguing and everything, she has now gotten rid of the two people that were running that magazine. And she is trying to get her magazine back on track with the people that she likes having around. But they may or may not have the same vision as her. And to make matters worse, her health has taken a turn. She's been diagnosed with some sort of cancer, and has been taking time off from the magazine, and she's not telling anybody she's got cancer. She's just taking vacation time and whatnot, and, you know, because she's been such a workaholic all these years, people just think, okay, she's wearing down and decided to take some vacation for a change. And anyway, that being said, let's take this off of here. Our story features Sims 4 gameplay. It features sometimes we build stuff. Sometimes we play American Truck Simulator, depending on what our characters are doing. If there's something in that the theme matches what we're doing, or just based on the fact that when American Truck Simulator has a new DLC, they have an event that goes with it, and you got to do at least 10 loads to, one load to each of the new cities, and it takes a little bit, but I try to do those events now that I'm able to buy the states when they come out. So when Louisiana or Illinois or whatever the next one is comes out, we'll be playing that some more. Along with if we play it now for any other reason. The last few days, this last week or so, we've been playing a couple of characters that are starting up a soda company. Well, there is a beverage company in American Truck Simulator, and we could potentially involve driving beverage loads. But we're not going to be doing that tonight. At the moment, I do not have The Sims 4 loaded up either. So, to start out with, we've got I've got this page here showing when we pretend to make magazines, we use this website. I'm just going to click on this one. This was our April issue that we worked on when I first started the series. Now the goal for me is not to finish these magazines. We work on something as part of the story at a given moment. If I have time to finish something, I try to finish it. But I haven't, there's only been 2 of these things that I've actually finished. This was a big long article. I did a lot of talking about what would be in the article. And even though this has a lot of pages, I did not actually finish this article. There's still more to it. But that was the story of Penny Pizzazz in this particular world. But anyway, they're currently working on the June 2008 issue, which is a wedding-themed issue. Okay, so I'm an idiot. Okay. The other day I put that page in there thinking I didn't have it in there, and well, there it is, I have it in there. Okay. I guess I was just thinking that it would be after the contents, but that's what I get for not having contents pages before. But yeah, we cooked all the cakes, all the wedding cakes, to display and take pictures of for the magazine. And sometimes we use actual images from the game for this stuff. And these two look like they're wedding themed in some sense. Like this here could be a wedding from the park over in San Myshuno. I mean, this is from a billboard that's at one of the neighborhoods there. So, but anyway, that's the making magazine part. In yesterday's episode, if you missed it, I went through the fact that The Sims had an update for Sims 4, and basically they worked on a bunch of little, I call them annoyances. They're not bugs. You know, this swatch needed fixing, this hair swatch needed fixing, this clothing swatch needed fixing. They did a lot of that kind of stuff. And then they added the ability to make a venue a playground venue. But what upsets me about what they did is when talking about the playground venue, they showed this picture. And it makes one think that they added this as part of this update. They did not do that. This structure is still going to be part of the new pack, the Adventure Awaits pack. Now, I have it pre-ordered. I'll be getting it in October when it can be downloaded. But it's just, I'm sure a lot of people saw this picture and thought they're giving us this playground as part of that event. Now, they did give us, like, one thing. They gave us this beanie, apparently. And then they confused me again. And then they gave us this, the bassinet here, so you can have your mermaid, merfolk, whatever, baby, be in a bassinet now. You can buy these. And then they did this memory boost thing. I'm not clicking on that. These here will be in a kit coming up. It's like, okay, Joy. You know. Geez, these mannequins almost look like the werewolves. But yeah, we went over that yesterday. And then I didn't really play The Sims 4 yesterday. While I was trying to figure out if I had the update downloaded and everything, I noticed that I have the physical copies, the cases and booklets and whatnot for The Sims 3. It was on my old computer. And I have it registered that I had that stuff. So when I load up the EA app, I have The Sims 3 and I downloaded it. Now that this laptop has enough room for me to have both games on it at the same time, I went ahead and downloaded it. And then when I went to play it, we had some snags. It took forever for me to install all the extras that I had, and I was trying to re-add my stuff from my gallery page from The Sims 3 back into the game so we could go do a tour. And we did do a tour earlier in that episode, but I didn't realize that I didn't have all the stuff added to my game, so things were missing. Like when I was touring my firehouse, it wasn't showing the poles for sliding up and down, and it wasn't until later, that when I reloaded the game and had all the stuff added, that when I went back into the firehouse that I had made, the stuff was where it was supposed to be. And then we could really look and see what I had made. The same was true of the McDonald's that I had for Sims 3. But we But here's the thing. I'm adding in The Sims 3 to our gameplay. And the reason being, we can have the backstory of Beatrice Ullbright. We can we're putting that in The Sims 3. So, when she was in... Okay, let me just stop. Here. When we left off, Beatrice Ullbright was graduating high school. She went to the city hall here, and they came out, and at the end of that episode last night, I was scrambling to try to get this picture. I ended up screenshotting this from the video instead, because unfortunately, trying to get them all to pose, well, eventually people came out these doors and started chatting with my Sims, and I was at the deadline for the 11 hour and 50 minute deadline for ending the stream, so I couldn't try again. But this one here is good enough. So this is our screenshot of Beatrice Ullbright and her family. She just graduated high school. Her aunt over here, the blonde hair, her name is also Beatrice Ullbright. That's her Aunt B. And then her dad, Bea Ullbright, Beau. And then her mother is Josephine. Over here with the dark dress and the little flowery, whatever the hell that Peter Cottontail looking thing. And the story is that her mother is one of these that, you know, she would kind of body shame her and you know, one of these snobby types. And, you know, so Beatrice Ullbright is going to go into fashion and journalism and whatnot, and she'll be trying to find her way, and we'll see how her backstory went as we play that. Now, like everything else in this series, it's all whatever I'm playing on a given day. I could play a little bit of this, I could switch back to Sims 4, I could be playing American Truck Simulator, whatever the case may be. So, just know that. There is no rule that says I have to only play Sims 4 in this series. So, that being said, there is a difficulty when you're trying to play The Sims 3 on a newer computer. And that is the fact that I have OneDrive and I pay for it. Because I've had a few laptops recently that burnt up on me, and the second time around I knew it was going to happen, so I at least had OneDrive with my stuff on it and was able to get all that stuff to be put on this computer. So I don't just turn it off. However, the problem is you have a documents folder, and Electronic Arts is in the documents folder, and The Sims 3 has their stuff in here, and so does The Sims 4. Well, in order to back up your stuff, OneDrive has access to the documents folder. And in order to play Sims 3, you have to click on this Manage Backup in your OneDrive settings. And then you have to tick this to say don't do the documents. And then the problem is, you got to remember to turn it back on in order to play Sims 4 and do everything else. Because when I went to load Sims 4 last night after the stream, it was like, we don't detect this, that, and the other, and I had to really quick turn this on and reboot the game, and then all my stuff was there. So, that being said, let's load Sims 3 and see if everything's there like I want it to be. Shut up. So this is not easy to do, because if you don't do it right, then everything's not there, and then you have to redo this, redo that, and it's a pain in the ass. It really is. Buddy, stop it. Be nice if I could tell if this was doing something. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if I'm loading the right one or not. Nope, that's not going to be the right one. I think I have to turn off the sync. Yeah, that's what I did. I think that's what I did wrong. I apologize for the noise. Whatever, right? Okay, let's do that. Huh. So yeah, we are also going to be doing the backstory . All right, just stop asking this. Okay, so we currently live here. I thought I was getting a 3-bedroom house, but I still had to put a bed down for the aunt to live. So we left off here. Beatrice was graduating high school. Her aunt Beatrice is with her. Her dad Beau is with her. Her mother Josephine is with her. And as you can see, when I was trying to get that picture last night, these people decided to finally come out here and start bothering my Sims, and I ran out of time to try to get the picture, so I had to go and get a screenshot from the video instead. So, at some point, I might be turning this into some sort of thumbnail. Or at least a page in one of the magazines, like the intro magazine. I might make a separate one for the Sims 3 stuff. But, yeah, this is, This is Beatrice Ullbright. She looks like this because a cap is on her head. Her hair is actually longer than that. It's not short. And of course they've this is annoying because I gotta mess around with my volume settings, and I don't like having to do that. That's nice. So yeah, this is what she has this chin lengthish hair. It's not quite as short as her Sims 4 later in life hair, which is technically a wig right now because she's actually bald from the cancer treatments. Oh, I see that thing has happened too. There, that's better. Okay. Now that we're here, now that I've got this loaded, I'm assuming all the stuff is still loaded. I'm gonna go get my coffee really quick. What was this again? Well, hell, if it does it again. We'll find out when I get back. Okay, what was that yesterday? I know I had some issues with that yesterday too. Damn it! Meant to click on Google. Okay. There we go. Alright, so as I'm, to those who may have not heard me already, Beauty Magazine is a Sims 4 story. However, as of yesterday, we're also doing the, quote, prequel, the backstory, using Sims 3. Occasionally we'll be doing this, occasionally we'll be playing Sims 4, we'll be playing American Truck Simulator, we'll be playing whatever game I feel like playing at a given time to tell the story that I'm telling. But this is our main character, only she just graduated high school. And in Sims 3, apparently when that happened, you went to the town hall. I'm assuming this is town hall, or is it what is this? Yep, this is town hall. So, now, I already have her in a career, but we haven't gone to it yet. I had her sign up for journalism. Now, I also was debating on having her go to college. But I don't have university for Sims 3. I thought I did, but I don't. So that means if I want to have her go to college, I'd have to buy that. And that's not to say that I won't. So, anyway, that's a gym. Journalism career is not here. But we can attend a writing class. This is a spa. That's a diner. A hospital. A school. You could become a teacher if you wanted. We have a movie theater. We have a bookstore. A grocery store. You know, I remember, everybody was all, it's a rabbit hole, it's a rabbit hole, I'm so sick of rabbit holes. Yeah, what happened with Sims 4? Oh, you don't even get a rabbit hole. Oh, you want to go to the hospital? Oh, you better be having a baby, because otherwise you ain't going to no hospital. It's those little things that they haven't done to The Sims 4. Oh, by the way, this is my fire station that I built. It's been on the gallery for all this time, but I have re-added it. It's one of the nice things about The Sims 3. It's open world. I can come over here and be like, hey, I don't have to come here to show you all this. So we have poles, we have the beds up here, we have the big bathroom, the recreation area, we got a TV, chest, a foosball, kitchen area with a dining table. We have the ground floor that it comes with. In order to make this, I took this fire station and I turned it into this one. That way, I had the gizmos that I needed to have it be a functioning fire station and had the fire truck and all that. That way, I wasn't like guessing and trying to find everything in the build mode and the debug and the whatever it was at the time. But the thing is I gave it 2 parking spaces, so when my sim got to be in the top of the career, you get a fire truck to drive in. So that one just parks here, so then there's 2 fire trucks. And if I remember correctly, you had to have at least one of these alarms, because not only does it have to be there for you to know if there's a fire, but as part of your duties, you had to keep fixing up the fire truck, and you had to keep fixing the alarm, because if you didn't fix the alarm wouldn't go off. Oh, wait. There's more. There's a pool. Another TV down here. Or is that karaoke? I don't know. Whatever this is, it's stereo and workout area, laundry, and another couple of showers and toilet. But here's the other thing. We have the original train case building from The Sims 3. Now, I had to go in here yesterday and repair the stairs because they weren't all... They had... Because of having to reinstall the, like, custom... Not custom content, because I don't... It's not custom, but it was like... stuff from packs that weren't installed yet, and etc., etc. They had the wrong stairs here. These here don't have walls attached, but they had put ones with walls attached, so I couldn't get my sim to come up here until after I replaced all the stairs with these again. But this was how this one looked. Had a buffet table and some laundry stuff, and it was like this was a modeling agency and an art gallery. It used the art gallery thing so I could have people come here. And then we had the makeover stations over here. And then over here, you had the research new fashion concepts. Here, one moment. I'm going to reload this. Yeah, there. Now it's brighter. At least I think it is. But you had the drafting tables, and you can research fashion concepts, or do architectural, or do painting. So, yeah. Now, in this backstory, this building doesn't exist yet. Because in our main story, this building didn't get built until after 1998. This is basically the site where Judith Ward's house is until it gets torn down and this gets put up. Now, technically, I kind of have that wrong as far as where Judith Ward's house was. Because I thought she had the big lot where we've got the building in Sims 4. But I think she's actually got one of the other lots. But as I say, don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. Well, in my story, Judith Ward had the big spot. And actually, because she has the backstory, according to Sims lore, of marrying for money and you know, selling off the houses and whatnot and keeping, you know, well, it stands to reason that she could be currently living in a house over here in The Sims 4, because this is Sims 3, but she could be living in this house, but also have been in this house. And then also been in this house. But if you're pretending that this is The Sims 4, the story that I had was she's got the reputation of being a gold digger and someone who's just stepping on the husbands for their money and all that. And when in reality, those divorces happened because those men were being abusive to her in different ways. At least one of them physically abusive. But it was kept hush-hush, and in order to get the divorces done without, trying the divorce in public opinion and everything, those men just basically kept, leaving her the house. And so when she had the house that was occupied by the beauty magazine building, she didn't want to live there anymore. She made a deal with Blush and Bloom's publisher, Cloud9, to come and try to... She needed somebody to buy that property because nobody wanted to buy that house. And she wanted out. She didn't want to live there. She didn't want the memories from living there, because that's the one where the guy was, really abusive. So the deal was, if they bought the land, she'd have her buddies on the city council and the planning council change the zoning so that a commercial building could be on that piece of land. And they got it for quite a bargain. But it still cost Cloud9 Publishing a lot of money, and that's what ended up dooming them and making them easy pickings for Regency Publishing to come in and buy them out. And at the same time, Chambers Publishing, being a small-time publisher, was also easy pickings. And that's when Regency bought Bulk Publishers and merged the two magazines together. And thus, Beauty Magazine ended up in this building in Sims 4. And Judith Ward currently lives in an apartment, a penthouse apartment, and she's been telling the backstory of what really happened to Jocelyn, but she wants to keep it hush-hush, and she's trying to redo her reputation. She's wanting to... She's married again, and she's going to be having a baby. And when that baby bump starts showing, she doesn't want all these reporters and paparazzi yapping about how, oh, here we go again. She's going to marry one and divorce him, and who's the poor schmo this time? And now there's a kid involved. So she's trying to get Jocelyn to help her get positive PR going. Buddy, will you lay down? Lay down. I realize I have something, but you're not getting it. Lay down. Lay down. Oh, it's a criminal warehouse. Oh, okay, the journalism is here. It just says work now because we joined that career. Okay. What are we gonna do though? I mean, now that I'm actually wanting to do this, I gotta remember how to play this too. You know. All right, one moment. Let me keep a few pieces for him to eat, and then I gotta put the rest of this back. I'll be right back. I gotta go put this in a baggie. Buddy, shut up. I can't be giving him the whole thing because he don't need that much pepperoni. Settle down. Settle down or you're not getting it. I can just as easily take these and throw them in that garbage can over there. So, how am I going to go about this? So, we got a backstory. So, at the moment, she's living in Sunset Valley. Is that the same as Del Sol Valley? I don't know. What magazine does she end up working for? Now, we also have to consider that Gloria Downing has been around for a while. Gloria of Gloria's Guide magazine. So part of the backstory could also be telling her story. And we've already kind of went through that when I created Gloria's family about a month ago. And Gloria Downing is basically the fashion bitch of the world. Nobody's magazine is better than Gloria's Guide. It is the statement of fashion. It's like, if Vogue existed, Gloria's Guide would be better. Or more important. That's the way Gloria would see it. Growing up, Gloria Downing's mother would buy the expensive and nice dresses for Gloria's sister Lola, and then pretty much dress Gloria in hand-me-downs or secondhand or just crap. At least to Gloria, it was all crap. And thus, resentment. Now, it's not necessarily the sister's fault that she's being spoiled, but that's the kind of mother that Gloria Downing had. So, the fact that Gloria has built herself the empire that she has, well, she's become a bit of a Veruca, and she don't care. She gonna have what she wants. She ain't suffering no more. But somewhere along the line in this world of The Sims 3, I should be having the young version of Gloria and Lola. At some point, because Dana is near the age of Beatrice, Dana should be introduced to The Sims 3. Now, that's kind of iffy because if Beatrice is just now graduating high school, well, Dana might be starting high school, so she might still be a teen. And the other part of that, I'm thinking that Dana might still be living in New York with her parents. This is before her sister ended up in Arizona. I know that her parents were living, according to my story, her parents were living in New York, and that's why she hadn't seen them in a few years. Because Dana was living in San Myshuno, or, San Francisco, or somewhere in California. Hey, are you eating it? Now the rest of my Sims 4 characters, of the main characters, are all too young for this. They'd all be children. I mean, it's not to say that I can't make them as children in this game, but there's not a whole lot of point to that. At least not yet. So let's see. What do we got going on here? You start your job in 16 hours. A good mood, you need to improve your writing skill. Okay. Well, your needs are full because I recently made your needs full. Let's have you go attend a writing class. We'll pretend you're going to college for that. or at least adult ed for now. Run, run, Rudolph. Run, run, Rudolph. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I was going to say Leroy, but who the hell's Leroy? Run, run, Leroy. I think Leroy was like the redneck reindeer. Not sure. I only heard that song like once or twice. Okay. What do we got Beatrice? What do we got Aunt Beatrice doing? She got into a cab. She's going home. Dad is recycling something. You're going home. You're getting your own cab. You're already at home. Okay, you're probably recycling the newspaper. That's one of the things I remember is like if you had like too many newspapers, the paper boy's like, you already got too many. I'm not giving you another one. Why don't you try reading one first? So, if you weren't here, in any case, Beatrice's mother is kind of like how Gloria's mother was. Josephine here quite often body shames Beatrice. Now, it ain't the whole buying, hand-me-downs and all that necessarily, but she does quite often mention that Beatrice is a little bit too chubby and could stand to lose a few. Now, when we see Beatrice in Sims 4, she doesn't look like she needs to lose any weight. Now, I know that I've had them work out and stuff like that, but I don't know if that's necessarily because of what happened back around this time, or if it's just every once in a while Beatrice does some working out. We do know that Beatrice currently is doing a lot of yoga and things like that as part of her cancer treatments and trying to stay positive. But it's going to take me a bit to remember what I had for The Sims 3 and what we can do. And what did Beatrice like to do when she was younger? Did she have any friends? That's something we haven't really necessarily explored. Maybe we can explore how she met Charlie Chambers when she does decide to start her magazine. All gone, buddy. All gone. No more. No more. Please be a good boy. Okay? All gone. All gone. All gone. All gone. Be good. Be good. All gone. All gone. You need to lay down now, okay? You need to be a good boy and lay down. Alright? You understand me? You need to stop begging and you need to lay down. No, this not believing me that it's all gone has got to stop. You lay down. Over here and lay down. You had the chicken, you had the pepperoni, you're done. Oh. Hey look, wall phones. I really miss those. You can throw a party at. You can silence the phone. Look at that, silence the phone. What a concept. Don't ring. No. We gotta keep pulling that cell phone out of our pocket and messing with it just because that's a quirky thing that some people do in real life. So we, Alright. I think for starters, we should kind of remodel the house a little bit. If I were to delete this staircase and put that other kind up, we could put stuff under the stairs. How much land do we have? What is actually our land? Okay, we got that much land. We can make the house bigger. That's one thing I miss. I can't select the room. Hey, you need to go over here and lay down. Lay down. Stop it. Oh, that's a computer. Oh, I miss the old stuff. This just wasn't the same. Buddy, I need you to lay down. Lay down! All damn day, just stay over there and lay down. Are you gonna lay down? Lay down. Well, I'm assuming that'll work. Josephine, test it out for me. So why are these not doing what I need it to do? That's saying that way. This is in the middle. I clicked on that, and it says desk chairs. I mean, it certainly looks like a desk-type chair. Alright, I don't get this. This was listed as a desk, was it not? Okay, now it's up there. Chat with your rich friends. Or the people you think are rich. Look, the ice cream. Ice cream truck. We'll get a colored popsicle this time. Run home, kid, run home. That's one thing I really missed about this game, compared to the other one is, seeing the kids going everywhere, riding their bikes, trying to get home, going to school. It's like, man, I hope they make it in time. Are you doing your homework here? What are you doing? Michael Bachelor, Peter Lang. So, y'all come here to the spa to do your homework. And you got your baby, Hatfield. Okay. That's one way to get your homework done, I guess. There she is. With her butterflies and everything. Hey, there's a diner across the street. You should just go there and eat. Speaking of which, go have yourself a burger. Or one of them, eat one of them sandwiches that you like. Does it let me choose what she's eating? Maybe she's having rabbit hole stew. Maybe. Wahahahaha. Yeah, okay. Would you go out the back door? Yeah. No, you're not dumpster diving. I was just checking to see if you could. Okay. No, you don't like gossip. You're not going to gossip. We don't talk about gossip. You're not going to be running a gossip magazine if you can help it. Okay, so this library we can actually go in. It's not a rabbit hole. What are you reading? The Adventures of Raimundo. Okay, I'm gonna have to get up and go get some coffee and stuff. Get my music going. Actually, I think I'm gonna switch over to that soda. I want some soda. But I'll be right back anyway. Okay. Buddy, you need to just chill. Just chill. Okay, we need to get some music going. At the moment, I'm not supposed to be working today. So, that means that this stream, as long as I stay awake, is still going to be going for a while. And then, if I'm not going to work tomorrow and don't get called in, then tomorrow we'll have another long stream. But at the moment, I gotta make sure that I'm not falling asleep because it does happen. So let's see. I'm thinking that she's gonna. So she graduates high school, and right away her mother wants her to do something. Like that. Beatrice has her own ideas of what she wants to do, and has already gotten this job. And she's probably an intern, trying to be an intern at the journalism place. But her mother probably wanted her to do something else. And there's going to be a blow up over that. And I think what's going to happen is she's going to end up going and living with her aunt. So at the moment, the aunt is only staying at the guest house, or the guest room. I just gotta figure out where her aunt's living and what is it an apartment? Is it a house? Is it in the other town? Is it what's going on? I don't know. But this is the she didn't get along with her mother. Her father is a coward. Can't stand up to her mother. Mother runs the house. Bear with me, folks. This stupid old phone is just... It's a pain in the ass.
Excuse me. Come on. Alright, now if it actually works, that'd be great, but it doesn't always work that way because it always wants to crash and reboot and um, unusual pain. I could live without food or money. It'd be so hard to do. And if the stars fell down from the sky, maybe I would make it through. But in a world without you. Come on, stupid phone. Where would I be without you, babe?
Horrifying quality. Come on, Bo. See, that's what I don't remember if it was this. I think it was Sims 2, but that's why I had the burnt toast diner, because they would still burn stuff. You know, Sims 4, it's like either they cook and get a skill, or they start a fire. There's like no burnt quality. This is storytelling right here. This is good stuff, you know? Dad farked up the waffles. What's the simologies here? Okay? We got... So, I tried to make her as close as I could to grown-up Beatrice Ullbright. In the other game, she has perfectionist, she has ambitious, and then she has self-assured. Well, there's no self-assured. So I gave her artistic. I gave her born saleswoman. And then because of how she's going to be treated and the type of, and why she's going to be wanting to make her magazine to be different than the other magazines, I gave her rebellious. And the fact that she's trying to get away from her mother and... Now, I think the thing with Beatrice, though, I think she's kind of non-confrontational. She's not one to necessarily argue with somebody. It's not that she's a coward, but she doesn't want to fight. She doesn't want to argue with her mother. It sucks the way her mother treats her, but it's still her mother and she's not going to talk back type thing. And it's like, now that she's suddenly an adult, it's like she's going out into the real world and she's going to be needing to find her voice. Now, she's had her aunt to kind of be there to, you know, to fall back on. To, when the mother's being a bitch, she at least has her aunt to hang around with, who understands and supports her. And in the meantime, we have Daddy here, he's a good man, he's family oriented, he's nurturing, he's friendly, but he's a coward. So Josephine pushes him around. Then you have Beatrice here, who is almost the same as young Beatrice, except she's a bookworm instead of saleswoman. Then we have Josephine, the mother. She's a perfectionist, but in a different way. She's more snobby perfectionist, you know, hoity-toity, materialistic, party animal, well, rich people parties, cocktail parties, ball gowns, you know, that kind of party. She's a snob. She's a schmoozer. She's ambitious, but in a different way. She wants to be in with the in crowd, the rich people in crowd.
Come on, baby, light my fire. Girl, we couldn't get much higher. And I did. I heard your voice, I had no choice. I hung up on you. I like the fact that you can have your own fishing pond in your backyard. Oh. Baby, in my heart, still a part of me. There's no future living in the past. You can dream, but you can never go back. Oh no, you will always be there. In my little black book. No. No, I like the lighter color one. Can we go for the middle? I want to be able to see them. Well, get a ceiling light. Yeah. Get by that. That's probably not going to work. See, look at that. Ask if Sims slept well. Ask about day. Talk about rebelling. Share a secret. Complain. You know, like. There's barely anything on this pie menu, but there's a lot. You know, it's like. It just. I don't know, there's something about it that it just makes it seem better than Sims 4. I don't know why. Sometimes simple is better, I guess, but. But then again, at certain times, it's the opposite is true for the other game, so. Okay. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm rambling. I mean, I love having a newspaper. Even though it's not, you know, big whoop. So, excuse me, you could do pretty much everything on the computer, but just the idea of having the newspaper. It's like the neighbors would come over. If you didn't have anything else for them to do, they would at least pick up the newspaper and read it and be like, oh, you have entertainment here. I mean, that was some true, like rags to riches stuff when all you had was a mailbox and a newspaper. But you still had something. Oh, let's go to work time. We are a paper girl. Speaking of which, we gotta go be a paper girl. We didn't go to bed. That's okay. Here we're.
As per the same way I am in Sims 4, this is about telling the story, not about like trying to play around with the needs and all that. And I just don't have time for all that. I want to tell the story. I want her to go to work. I want her to come home. I want to do the next thing. Okay, so she's doing that. What's our aunt doing? Go talk to the mail carrier. No, get over here! Get over here! Where are you going? Damn it. Ask to be protected. Hug. Hey, a newspaper. Oh, hey, you two, get a room. Oh, wait, that's your house. I thought there was an option to give the kid a tip, but I guess not. Jeez, that's hot. That's a heck of a low, though. To go from 65 to 100 like that, damn, that's something. Well, where'd it go? Would you put it in your inventory? Wow, wow. I always love the whole, oh no, no, no more, no more. And then out of nowhere, like, oh, just belts her with it. Yeah, y'all, baby making is not allowed. What? What the? Oh, that's more like it, okay? Yeah, of course, Beatrice, she's in here. You know, Aunt Beatrice is in here like, oh yeah, y'all having fun out there. I'm just bored reading a newspaper. Okay, painting classes are discounted. Late night crunch for Beatrice Ullbright. News tips are coming in over the wire, and there simply aren't enough staffers to investigate right and edit each one. Your coworkers would absolutely love it if you stayed late to help them finish the deadline. Yeah, we can do that because I made your needs filled up. So you go ahead. Okay, there's sports available, science, music, criminal, medical. Okay, we don't want any of that. Here, just join a book club for now. I don't know what we're actually wanting to do, but what's your problem?
Let's go get some more ice cream. It's what you do. You like to buy your ice creams. Let's have a fudgesicle. Yummy goodness. Come back here. I want to ride in the sloppy jalopy. Speaking of which, let's get you a car. What do I have access to? Let's see, we got the Warmado, whatever that's called. Okay, I must not have the Ford Focus and all that installed at the moment. Keeps on uninstalling my stuff. That's your car. Where was I going? When you click on shopping? I think that's what I clicked on. Okay, we successfully helped out at work. The article just barely made it to the press in time for tomorrow's paper. You were instrumental in meeting the deadline, and your coworkers have named you Staffer of the Week as a result. Cool beans. I appreciate Sims who take it upon themselves to learn a new craft. Let's get to know each other better. You live over here, I guess. Okay, that's the bachelor house. Where are you? Are you still here? Yeah, you're still here. Okay. Wait, whoa, go to the festival. Let's see what we got going on over here. Oh yeah, that'll really piss off her mother. Let's get our face painted like a unicorn. I really miss, like, on these, they have the lines on them. I mean, not that they need them. It's just, it just, you know, it's as they say, an extra touch. You know, somebody went to the trouble of putting those on there. Oh, who's winning? Connor Frio is winning. Jonathan Hatfield didn't even try. Oh, Jared Frio was second. Lori Hart still working on it. Okay, we're still doing this. You're not hungry.
Oh, ipago!
Will you stop already? You don't need no food.
Hmm. 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 We wanna see dog. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Oh. Hmm. 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 Ah. Double Jackmar. Hmm. 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 Oh. Oh. Hmm. 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 Double Jackmar. Hmm. 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 Ena.
Oh man, what was that? Oh, okay, magic skill. Sorry. Alright, well, I'm gonna go get my coffee warmed up. I'll be right back. And then I'll try to stay awake long enough to do some more stuff. Okay, before we go any further, I want to check something. You know, now that I'm messing around with The Sims 3. Trying to figure out what I don't have. There we go. Add-ons. Hey, wow, it's on sale right now. Stuff is on sale. You know, wouldn't have any reason to look at this for Sims 4 because I've got them all. Okay, Roaring Heights. That's a neighborhood. Gold Edition. Okay, I did watch somebody play this. I forget who, but I watched somebody play this with this somehow. It's not to say I'm going to buy all this. I'm just adding it. I don't even know. I mean, I'm assuming I don't have these. Well, what the hell's in it? I'm not just gonna buy, I'm not gonna buy these and then find out that I'm buying the same damn thing on the other one.
you know, you can't tell me what's in there. Okay, you own this. All right. I know I've got Hidden Springs. I've got Showtime. I got the frickin' Katy Perry version. It might not be installed at the moment. I think that's might be the problem because it keeps every time I go to install something and then the whole reactivate and then deactivate one drive and I could have sworn I already have. Well, I don't remember for sure, but I think I've got Barnacle Bay. All right, well that's just in the cart for now. But outdoor living ambitions. Yeah, we got that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have this. I mean, I could have sworn I unless it was showing up as something I could buy. Maybe it was showing up as something I could buy with points or something. Maybe that's what it is. Let me yeah. Yeah, see Hidden Springs. Just like, I know I had these cars. I especially know it because when I played the Bell's household yesterday, they had their cars back. Right. Okay. Can you please not play the damn music? I wish it would stop removing that stuff, though. Every time I go to load the game again, it's like, it's gone. Okay, so now... I don't know, but that's what I'm talking about. It's like, I have this. I gotta be really careful not to buy stuff I already have. That really would suck. Anyway. Are there any grills here? I mean, we are at the park. Where's the grills at? Oh man, I haven't been paying attention. I'm supposed to go to work. And then she's got 2 days off. You're almost not gonna even make it. Oh, okay, you're there. So if anybody joined us late, this is Beauty Magazine, the Sims 4 story of a once thriving, now struggling magazine. And we are now also using Sims 3 to tell Beatrice Ullbright's backstory. She just graduated high school. I've got her at the moment working. Did you just get in a car? Oh, that's right. You did have a they do come pick you up. You weren't at home, so it probably didn't come to get you.
It's pizza time! Cuba G. Tosa weed. Corifer.
Hey, Dad, did we burn the salad?
Kuplarchnik.
I guess he found the burnt crouton.
Narbot? Gabasoo.
Templiva.
Let's go watch some sports. Dad can stay home. You don't mind if I drive your car, do you? Or are you going to drive? Who's going to drive? Oh, she's driving her car.
Say, no, you know, in my car. I'm driving. You know, it seems so far away yet. Oh yeah, let's go to a concert. It's the Boys the Backstreet Men concert. Done already? Wow. Did you at least buy a souvenir? Oh, for a second there I thought they weren't going to get in the car. Whee! I thought it was a photo booth. Jeffrey Landgrab! Oh, Beatrice is entering a concert. Come on, go, girl. That's no fair. You got 3 people from the same family joining in. Come on, Beatrice, you can do it. They're just hot dogs. Come on, if you got it, you can dip them in the water like Kobayashi did. Oh, we didn't win. We got 3rd place. Oh, the kid didn't win. Shouldn't let a kid enter the damn contest to begin with.
No moon. I wish it would stay on a stupid thing so I don't have to keep clicking on it and I can't, it's like, I need to know that it's there. Like the other one has a window to just stay there.
Robot! Tagu!
I just let you sleep. Will you give it a rest?
Miso.
Forge.
Sam aber na woo, na wig. Funitz Dunor?
Barzo, what gosh.
Nanaba.
Sure go. Well, you're the Sapo.
Blitzergam. Die nerve.
Deep conversation.
Tea.
Hey, do we have a pool? I want to go swimming. Let's have a deep conversation.
Remove.
Jazipto Mabazibi Rabi Mahepto will be he.
Spirgal Stamadi. Dronga Situbda Baluzu.
Selba. Selba Nabnor. Yuzabi.
Not bad. Ibby Bibby. Money. Allure. Bernice. Sabina Fazu Farzno. Tipu. Tipula. Oh, Bustani. Oh.
Shower.
Oh.
Oh, it says we were painting. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to go too much longer because I am kind of tired. But I'm starting to figure out some of this stuff here. I think what I'll do is off camera I'll try to get that stuff installed again. That way the next time I try to load up and see what I do or don't have, maybe it'll tell me for real what I do or don't have before I go accidentally buying something. But I don't know what I would be getting. But it's nice that it's all on sale. I mean, if I'm gonna get something, now's the time to do it. I mean, during the sale. I don't know, did you... Okay, you are level 1. Okay, level 2 on that. Don't forget the happy little tree to go with your mustard mountain. Damn, look how big she made the sun. You know, if the sun's that close to the planet, we're dead. Okay, what are you gonna do now?
I could have sworn I turned the stuff on for you all for you to do whatever the hell you felt like doing. Yeah. Like, do stuff, you dorks.
Yum! Oh. Can't get a grown and vamping scooch about. Goofy donkey.
Maybe you should. Why not leave a head?
I've been gripping Zampoo. The dirt back in your 2 foot 10. Zampoo chicken.
Okay. I think we're gonna go ahead and That's good enough for today. Wrong thing. So, anyway, thank you to those who joined in, and were watching today. And if you're watching in the future, hello to you too. I don't know exactly when I'll be starting up the stream tomorrow. It depends on whether I see if I start too early, then I end up needing to do 2 streams in order to go longer during the night. Because I like to have my 11-hour and 50-minute stream. But if I start too early in the day, well, if I start at 11 o'clock in the morning, well, I'm not going to be able to go during the night without starting another episode. So, but what ends up happening lately is I don't get on till like almost 3 or 4 o'clock, trying to stretch it till now. So I don't get on earlier in the day like I could. Anyway, I don't know when I'll be starting, but I'll be, as long as I don't get called into work. The reason I keep talking about that is because one of our seafood manager is on vacation this week, and the other people in my department have come in and done little 4-hour stints here and there, and nobody's asked me to do one yet. Tomorrow being the last day of that option, and me being the one with the day off, there's a possibility that could happen. So that's one reason why I should probably stop this stream and go ahead and go to bed, just in case. So, that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a good night and good day. And I hope to see you all in the next one, whichever one it is that you're able to make it to. And I don't know exactly what we'll be doing later today. It could be more of Sims 3, it could be Sims 4, it could be truck driving, it could be... I don't know. It's whatever I decide to do when we load up. I might be... Maybe I'll buy some packs for Sims 3 and give those a try. Maybe we'll jump back into the making the soda with the... With Sally and Elsa. Maybe we'll finally catch up and see what Misty was doing with her dad in the truck, during her trip, when she caught up with him and, got his side of the story about why he hasn't been around, after her mom accused him of cheating and whatnot. And, maybe we'll somehow get the wedding back on track. I don't know. There's so many things that we gotta do with this story, but that's why it's a never-ending story. It's like a soap opera. Soap operas don't end. They just get canceled at some point. But I'm not ready to cancel anything anytime soon. Hell, I have Enjoy. I've never loaded it. So, at some point, we could be playing a character in Zoe to be a part of this. There's no limits to what I can do for this stream. It just what I feel like doing at a given point is what we'll be doing. But overall, this is the Sims 4 story of Beatrice Ullbright and her magazine and what's going on in the world around her. So, that being said, hope to catch y'all in the next one. Until then, bye-bye for now.